I never lean on my own understanding. I have to understand that people are going through their own thing. So when I get hurt or affected by someone, I have to understand that ultimately it has nothing to do with me. And I have to just try to give my best as much as I can, even when it's hard.
Madison Square Garden has never seen anything quite like this, and somewhere between the tight security perimeter and the whispered NDAs signed by half of Hollywood, one detail has managed to eclipse every other rumor swirling around Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's long-awaited wedding weekend, and that detail has a name, and that name is Selena Gomez. Sources close to the couple say Swift didn't just invite her longtime best friend to stand somewhere in the bridal party lineup. She reportedly handed her the crown jewel role of the entire ceremony, naming Gomez her chief bridesmaid, the one walking closest to her, the one holding the bouquet, the one standing beside her as she says her vows to the Kansas City Chiefs tight end, who spent 2 years chasing her heart before finally locking it down with a proposal that sent the internet into a frenzy back in August of last year. For two women who have weathered nearly 2 decades of fame, heartbreak, tabloid scrutiny, and everything in between, this moment feels less like a surprise and more like the inevitable closing chapter of a friendship story that started back in 2008, when a curly-haired girl in cowboy boots met a rising star who was, at the time, dating Nick Jonas while Swift was falling for his brother Joe. Nobody could have predicted then that these two would end up walking each other down the aisle, first Gomez to Benny Blanco, and now Swift to Kelce, but here we are, and the symmetry of it all is almost too perfect to be real. What makes this pairing so irresistible to fans isn't just the history. It's the sheer emotional weight of everything these two have carried for each other over the years. When Gomez married Blanco in California, Swift reportedly gave a speech so heartfelt it left the room in tears, and Blanco himself later revealed that one of Swift's most beloved songs, Dorothea, was written about Gomez, a quiet tribute hidden in plain sight for years before anyone connected the dots. He didn't stop there either, hinting that an entirely unreleased track called Family exists somewhere in Swift's vault, inspired by the bond between the two women, a bond that has outlasted breakups, feuds with other celebrities, public meltdowns, comeback tours, and every single relationship either of them has had since they were teenagers. Now imagine being handed the position of chief bridesmaid after a friendship like that, after 2 decades of showing up at award shows, dancing together, surprising each other on stage during world tours, and never once, according to Swift herself, judging a single decision the other one made. That kind of loyalty doesn't just earn you a seat at the wedding, it earns you the seat. The wedding itself has become the single most talked about event of the summer, and for good reason, because Swift and Kelce didn't just book a venue, they reportedly rented out Madison Square Garden entirely, shutting down city streets around it for days, filing permits for tents and canopies, and turning Midtown Manhattan into a fortress of secrecy that has only fueled the public's obsession further. Reports suggest guests were hit with a strict phone ban the moment they stepped inside. A rehearsal dinner and a late-night celebration are reportedly part of the itinerary, and the guest list alone reads like a greatest hits of pop culture, athletes, musicians, actors, and yes, apparently even royalty may have made the cut. Amid all of that spectacle, the idea that Swift would choose someone as steady and familiar as Gomez to stand at the very center of it all feels almost grounding. A reminder that beneath the private jets and the security details and the Knicks reportedly among 1,000 guests filling the arena, this is still, at its core, two people who love each other getting married in front of the people who love them most. Neither Swift nor Gomez has publicly confirmed the bridesmaid role, and reports have noted that both camps have stayed silent on the matter. But silence has never stopped this fandom before, and if anything, the lack of an official statement has only poured gasoline on the speculation fire. Fans have been dissecting every photo, every sighting, every hotel booking near the venue, piecing together clues like detectives assembling a case file, and the moment word broke that Gomez had landed the top spot in the bridal party, timelines everywhere lit up with theories about what she might wear, what she might say in a maid of honor-style toast, and whether Blanco himself might make an appearance given his own close ties to the couple. There's something almost cinematic about the image, Gomez adjusting Swift's veil backstage, the two of them locking eyes the way they have during 1,000 red carpets and surprise duets before this, one performer helping the other step into the biggest moment of her personal life after spending years watching each other survive the biggest moments of their public ones. And that's really what has fans so captivated by this specific detail among the endless flood of wedding coverage, because anyone can hire an event planner, anyone can book a legendary arena, Anyone can assemble a star-studded guest list with enough wattage to blind a paparazzi lens. But you cannot manufacture the kind of trust it takes to hand someone the role Swift has reportedly handed Gomez. It has to be earned slowly, through years of showing up, through supporting each other's messiest and most public moments, through writing songs about each other and standing beside each other at altars. And if these reports hold true, then what's unfolding inside Madison Square Garden this weekend isn't just a celebrity wedding. It's the culmination of one of the most enduring friendships pop culture has ever watched play out in real time. And everyone, whether they admit it or not, is desperate to see how the story ends.